anxiety of being in front of the camera and how other celebrities and people on stage and actor and actresses have the same fear that we do. Welcome to Mastery Podcast, where we share stories of impact-driven entrepreneurs to create that ripple effects of positivity. I am your host, Dr. Sash. I support entrepreneurs to improve their brand message and crush it on camera so they can attract more clients and create more impact. Today we're going to dive into the subject that a lot of us have concern with is anxiety of being in front of the camera and how other celebrities and people on stage and actor and actresses have the same fear that we do. And all of this normally start with just overthinking, right? We all overthink everything to death. And this overthinking can lead into paralysis, meaning we just don't take action at all. We just don't start making our videos. We don't think about it. We just avoid it altogether. And this comes from just being a perfectionist, having all kinds of fears, and just lack of self-confidence altogether. So there are 4 different fears, right? Fears of judgment, fear of failure, self-doubt, and also fear of the technical stuff, right? We're afraid we're not gonna know enough about light, about camera, about microphone, and all this stuff. And those are the 4 fears that very common among people who have anxiety on camera. And the first thing we're going to talk about is fear of judgment. Everybody have this fear, and we just don't like being criticized. We're afraid what other people are going to say about us, and that kind of stop us dead on our track, right? A lot of people just don't start making video just because they're afraid what other people are going to say about them. And the second fear is fear of making mistakes. And we are all perfectionists to a certain degree. As a pharmacist by trade, I am ingrained in my DNA not to make any mistake, because if I make a mistake in that profession, someone dies. So I'm a perfectionist by training, and whatever is inserted into my DNA to keep doing the same thing over and over again until it is perfect. So when you do that, you never get it done. So that is fear of failure. The third thing people suffer from is self-doubt, right? They think they're not good enough, or their message is not worthy enough for other people to hear. It's like, who am I? The imposter syndrome, right? Everybody has it. And that's very common. And the last thing, number 4, is the technicality of shooting the video, fear of all the technical stuff. How am I going to set up the lights? How am I going to choose the camera? Am I going to be able to learn how to use my iPhone as a camera and all those stuff, blah, blah, blah. We all have that fear. And guess what? We overcome them. And there are many celebrities, people on stage, and actress, actor, performers, singers, all these famous people, they all have the same fear we do. And guess what? They learn how to cope with those fears. And we too can learn how to cope with all this anxiety that we have shooting a video, right? The first example I'm going to give you is Naomi Osaka. A lot of people knows her. She's the first Asian female who hold the number 1 title from WTA, which is the Women's Tennis Association. And guess what? She had to withdraw from the French Open because she suffered from this anxiety attack. And you will see her walking around with this headphone on her ear that's her way of combating her anxiety, and that's how she deal with it. That's how she was able to calm down and go out there and play tennis like a pro. And the next example is Barbra Streisand. A lot of you know her. She is this famous actress, and she is one of the few actors who win what they call EGOT. She had the Emmy, the Grammy, Oscar, and the Tony Award. And even that, she suffered from this stage fright. There was one event where she had this incident and she avoided being on stage for like 30 years, you all. That is massive. And to have that kind of success and still have that anxiety, so you're not alone. Another example I want to give you guys is Donny Osmond. He is the singer, dancer, and TV host, very well known. He's well known for his solo music. And even him, he suffered from this anxiety that requires like super intensive therapy. Well, another person I want to give you an example so all of you can relate. And this person, her name is Summer Walker, and she's this famous R&B singer. She also have anxiety, and for her, she prefer being on camera versus being live on stage. So that's how she deal with her anxiety. And you all probably know this person too. His name is Jonathan Knight. He was known back in the 1980s and the 1990s. He was in a boys band called New Kids on the Block, and he was known to, he had to left the live performance one time because he suffered this panic attack. So, you know, it happens to all of us, and some of us deal with it better than the other. Another person is Keanu Reeves, and you all know him from The Matrix and John Wick and the movie called Speed. He publicly, openly talk about how he have anxiety and just fear, having this fear with, you know, in social interactions and having conversation with other people. And he's a, you know, he's like a mega superstar, and he suffered the anxiety of being in front of camera and in front of people. And the last one I'm going to give you, Jennifer Lawrence. Everybody, well, a lot of people knows her from The Hunger Games, right? That movie, and she was also in gazillion of movies after that. That Hunger Games kind of just catapult her career into like, you know, a massive success. And she also openly just talk about her anxiety and her insecurity. And what she said was that to deal with her anxiety, she just become an actress and she act to kind of deal with her anxiety, and she still have that. And a lot of people have that, and it is okay. And all these celebrities deal with their insecurity, with their anxiety in a different way. Some of them have professional therapy. So if you have like massive anxiety and fear, you know, I suggest that you just get help from professionals who are really good in this area. For me, with the normal anxiety that we all get, what I suggest that you do is, there are 3 things that you can do. First is start small, right? You can try just creating 30-second video, 1-minute video, 2 minutes, maximum 3 minutes, for example, and just upload it into your computer and you will be the only person who see it. And that's starting small, right? And then after that, you kind of just work it up from there. You can invite your friends to critique you, close friend, close family member who you feel safe with. And then after that, you can upload it to social media. Start very small. Second thing you can do is practice in front of the mirror, and then start practicing videotape yourself talking and doing small presentation about what you know. And when you talk about what you know, it's easy, right? Because you know it. And the third thing you can do is embrace imperfection. And guess what? Imperfection is perfect. because it's those little beautiful moments that your authenticity shine through, that you as a person have this unique voice, the unique gesture, the unique message. Only you have that way, and it is perfect. It is perfect. There's no definition for perfect except that we all are unique, and each speech, each event, each video is perfect just the way it is. And let me share with you this: your message deserves to be heard. And if you can overcome this camera shyness and really think about what is your purpose, what is this business, what is this service that you created. You are out there to help people, right? Whether it be, if you create blue jeans, for example, comfortable jeans, comfortable clothes, if you create a coaching program, if you have a really massive helpful message that can help other people, and if you can overcome that, you can make this world a much better place, and you will leave this earth at the end of the day, right, being fulfilled with your lifetime, with what you have to share, with your experience, with your craft, with all those stuff. And if you keep that in mind and overcome this fear, you will be very joyful and really fulfilled. So another thing, it is a bonus. I want to invite you all to join our Crush It on Camera 30-day challenge, and the link is below in the description. And that is a challenge for you to overcome your fears, to practice being on video, and to just learn some of the skills. It is a close community, so we are encouraged to support each other, and we are all like-minded individual, and we curated just the right people, and we have rules and stuff like that, so we are very gentle. And in this group you will learn how to overcome anxiety on camera. So I encourage you to join our group. And that's it. If you found this video helpful, please pass it along, click the bell notification, subscribe and like and comment. And that's it. Hope to see you in our 30-day challenge. It is free, and that's the least you can do to help yourself overcome this anxiety. And that's it for now. Dr. Sass signing off for Mastery Podcast. Until next time, see you in the next video. Bye for now.